Okay, so we're ready to start cleaning up this. Anybody catch my error on the last one? I do believe in vector 4 I put the wrong value. I think I selected the wrong value. So let's look here. Yep, see what highlighted? I highlighted C instead of D. So we need to recut the Y value for this. Let's go 0, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and go to 4. And that will surely change things. There we go. That's better. When I saw it, I thought that vector 4 is going the wrong way, or vector that should be vector D. So let's go let's go back in and change that as well. That should not have been 4. That should have been vector D. Got to be on the toes here. And you know what? I don't like where that thing is positioned. So let's highlight it and see if we can get it to move. Let's put it below. That's better. And vector C, let's move it above. Okay, you play with it and you get it the way you want it, okay, so that it looks pleasing to you. So we've got them all set up now. So now the last thing that we need to do is we need to place our resultant values on here so that we have the correct resultant. Okay. So what we need to do is select data, add a new series. We're going to call it resultant. And again, you're probably not going to see much, and that's by design, because it was supposed to be nulled out. So let's click 0, command 7. Really, it's going to be really close. Let's go back here because I didn't add the Y value. So I need to add the Y value. Let's delete that and click 0 and 14, and we should have all of our values in there. Now I don't know why that one moved for vector A. Let's check it and see. It looked like that value moved, and it should not have. So let's put it back at 0, 0. There we go. Maybe I selected the wrong thing when I did resultant. I don't see the resultant being plotted here. So resultant, see, there's no value there. So let's clean that off. 0 and 14, and now I can just barely see something very faint there for the resultant. Okay, so it says 0, 0 when I mouse over it here. Let's click on it and add a data label, and I can see the point. It found 14. Let's format the data label and give it the series name. Now we can clearly see. Let's move it to the left, and let's get rid of one of these. And now we have our resultant, but it's buried in there, and you really can't see it. Let's see if I can change the color of it. Let's change it to red and see if that gives us a value. In fact, let's put an arrow on it too, and that might help. And sure enough, there it is. You have to look really close, but that's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. We wanted the resultant to be 0. Remember I told you that that circle on the force table should have been right there, and that's exactly what we should have had. So let's close this now. So now we have all 4 vectors, and we've got a null condition. All 4 of these vectors are pulling such that there is absolutely no force in the center here, and that's what we should have. So in the next one, we'll go through and do some of our other calculations.